In the last video, we started talking about rationalizing the denominator, where you have two radicals, or really even just two terms on the bottom. The ones we did in that video all just had one term on the top, though. So in this video, let's just do a couple examples where we have two terms on the top as well. So let's go. I'm just going to make something up right quick. 3 root 7. So like we said last time, the key thing to keep in mind is this difference of squares formula. A minus b, a plus b. The cross terms cancel when you FOIL, so you just get a squared minus b squared. So if you want to get rid of the square roots on the bottom, all you have to do is swap this sign right here and multiply that on the top and on the bottom. So the bottom's really easy. I know it's just going to be the first guy squared. So 5 squared is 25. Minus the second guy squared. 3 squared is 9. And then square root of 7 squared is 7. So 9 times 7. On the top, though, we're going to have to do FOIL now. So we have 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times negative 3 root 7 is negative 9 root 7. 2 root 7 times 5 is plus 10 root 7. And 2 root 7 times negative 3 root 7. Well, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. And then root 7 times root 7 is 7. 6 times 7, this is negative 42 here. 9 times 7, that's negative 63. So on bottom, we have 25 minus 63 is negative 38. On top, we combine our like terms. We got 15 minus 42 is negative 27. And then negative 9 root 7 plus 10 root 7 is just 1 root 7, so root 7. Or, I don't really like having this negative on the bottom. I mean, it's okay the way it is, but I'd rather multiply everything by negative 1, so it's positive over positive instead of negative negative. So it's also 27 minus root 7 over positive 38. So it's just like what we did before. The only thing is, since we had these two terms on the top, we had to do FOIL and combine our like terms. But that's pretty well it. So let's just do one more. Let's go 3 root 3 minus 5 root 11 over 8 root 3 plus 10 root 11. So again, you're going to flop the sign on the bottom. So I'm going to have 8 root 3 minus 10 root 11. And multiply the top by that same thing. On the bottom, I just have difference of squares. So 8 squared is 64. And then root 3 squared is 3. Minus 10 squared, which is 100. And root 11 squared is 11. On top, I have to FOIL. So 3 root 3 times 8 root 3. Well, 3 times 8 is 24. And root 3 times root 3 is 3. 3 root 3 minus 10 root 11 is minus 30 root 33. Looks like I'm going to run out of room. Minus 5 root 11 times 8 root 3 is minus 40 root 33. And I need space for one more thing. Minus 5 root 11 times minus 10 root 11. This is plus 50 for the 5 times 10. And then root 11 times root 11 is times 11. So let me do my multiplies right quick. 24 times 3 is 72. 50 times 11 is 550. And then minus 30 and minus 40 is minus 70 root 33. On bottom, 64 times 3, that's 180, 192, minus 1100. And so now it's just add those together. So, 622 minus 70 root 33 over 918. And the only thing left is reduce the fraction. The only thing I see right offhand that goes into all of them is negative 2. So if I divide each of these by negative 2, this would be negative 311 plus 35 root 33 over 459. And again, I apologize if my arithmetic got off. But yeah. So it's not a real big deal. The main thing is just remember multiply by the conjugate's what it's called, but just the same thing with the sign switched. On top you FOIL, combine like terms. On bottom you have to do difference of squares. And that's all there is to it.